Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another financial advice video. Now, if you are new to my channel or you haven't seen my previous financial advice, I actually did a video about a few weeks ago now, and it was about the financial goals that you should have in your 30s. I'll actually link it up in the cards right now if you want to check that out. But a lot of you had commented on that video saying that you guys wanted to see more financial or personal finance advice videos for myself. So I thought today I would record something along those lines and give you guys another financial video on how you guys can achieve financial freedom and financial success. Before I get started in today's video, I wanted to just point out that saving money is the key to financial success. I don't care how much money you're earning or how little money you're earning, saving will really help you in the long run. So even if you haven't given any thought to saving money in the past, or you really haven't put any time or investment of thinking of what money kind of saving tips you should apply to your life, today's video is going to give you 10 tips on how to save money very quickly, very efficiently, and doing things that you can change in your everyday life. Due to the global pandemic and everything that's happening in the world right now, saving money has never been more important. I think that these last few months have made me personally realize how important it is to have a savings fund, an emergency fund. Just having money at hand when the economy is not exactly stable is so important. So I hope in today's video, by sharing these 10 tips of how to save money faster, you're able to achieve financial success. Before I get any further into this video, I really just wanted to give a shout out to all my new subscribers out there. I'm so honored and excited to have you a part of my YouTube family. I've actually just recently cleared 1,000 subscribers, and I am so grateful for you guys to be hitting that subscribe button. So if you haven't already subscribed to my channel and you want to see financial success and financial freedom videos, please hit that big red button and subscribe to my channel today, and I promise I'll be making more videos in the coming weeks. Over the last 2 years, I've been able to save a significant amount of money, and honestly, it's not something that I've done like with dramatic changes to my everyday lifestyle. I've made small changes day after day, week after week, month after month, and that's been able to give me the financial freedom that I am at today. And it's given me a very nice savings amount of money that I can rely on just in case of an emergency. So today's video is not gonna necessarily talk about saving an X amount of money over the course of a year or how I save $10,000 in a year. That's not exactly what this video is gonna be about, but rather I would like to share with you guys how you can make small changes every single day in order to save money over time. Now let's be clear, saving money isn't easy, and I'm not saying it's gonna be easy. And I actually looked up a statistic saying that 25% of Brits actually have less than £1,000 of savings in their savings account, and that blew my mind. I couldn't believe that so many people in the UK are not actually saving that much money. A quarter of the people in the UK don't have anything more than £1,000 in their savings account, and I thought that that's really detrimental to your future financial success and really financial freedom. And I thought making this video today and sharing my 10 tips would help you get you on the right track towards saving your money. So today I'm going to be talking about 10 tips on how you can save money faster, and I'll actually be throwing in an 11th tip at the end of the video. So make sure you stay tuned till the end of the video to hear all my tips, including my bonus tip. In order to save money over time, you're going to want to make sure that you are making small changes every single day rather than big changes once a year or anything like that. Consistency is key when it comes to saving money, and today I want to go over some of the consistent steps that I've taken to save money over time. Remember that saving money is something that is a daily habit. So it's just like brushing your teeth, it's just like brushing your hair, whether you put on makeup, your clothes, all that kind of stuff that you do every single day. Saving money should be a part of your daily routine. It's something that you should be thinking about and actively doing every single day. And the 10 tips in this video are gonna show you how you can save money every single day. And I'm not talking about astronomical amounts of money. What I'm trying to say here is that you're gonna make small changes every single day from now until the end of time, or until you're ready to start using your savings, to make sure that you do have money saved up. Because I have so many tips to share with you guys today, I thought it would be a lot easier for me to share some timestamps on the screen right now and show a breakdown of everything that I will be talking about today. I'll also leave it down in the comments below, so if you want to skip around to different chapters of this video, it'll be easy for you to do so. My 10 tips to saving money include setting a goal, setting a budget, Stop spending. The 30-day rule. Cut back, but don't cut out. Increase your salary. Buy in bulk. Pay yourself first, lower your phone contract, and cut back on beauty spending. Remember, if you stick around to the end, I will be giving you a bonus tip at the very end, so make sure you watch through the whole video. But without further ado, let's jump in to the first of my 10 tips of saving money. So my first tip for you is actually to set a goal. And it is so important to have a goal in mind. You can't just save money to save, for example, for long-term goals like retirement, etc. You can save for the long term, and there's nothing wrong with that. But what I can say is you will become highly motivated and very focused when you do set a goal and you have an exact figure or something that you're saving for in mind, and that'll really help push towards saving and making sure you are saving every single day. And an easy way to be reminded of your goal is to create a vision board. So put something up on your wall, on your screensaver, on your iPhone background, just put it up onto a vision board so it's very clear to yourself every single day why you are saving. For example, if you want to buy a new MacBook Pro or you want to buy a new car, put it on your screensaver. Take a picture of it, print it out, stick it on your wall. Make sure you're staring at that vision every single day, because when you have that kind of tunnel vision and you're very focused on what you want to save for, you will start saving. If you just say, hey, I want to save money this year, it's going to be harder for you to focus in and decide exactly what you want to save for and really give you the discipline that you need to save money. So once you have that goal in mind, for example, the MacBook or the car, break it down into smaller milestones. Thinking about saving, let's say, £1,000 over the course of a year seems like a massive number. Now, don't get me wrong, for some it might not be that big of a number, but whatever the number is, break it down into smaller milestones and it'll make it a lot easier. For the $1,000 that I just mentioned, if you break that down into months and days, it's so much easier to manage. £1,000 broken down monthly is actually only £85 a month. And if you break that down every single day, it's $270 a day. So if you were to save $270 a day over 365 days, you'd actually have £1,000 after a year. And $270 a day in pounds, I'm just thinking that's a coffee every single day. If you didn't actually buy a coffee every single day and save $270, I would have £1,000 in a year. So my second tip for you today on how to save money is to set a budget for everything. And I mean everything. So budgeting can massively help you save money over time, and it gives you a clearer picture of exactly what you have to save for and what you can spend on. So when you are setting a budget, like I said, set it for everything, meaning set aside money for rent, for food, for clothes shopping, you name it. But also don't forget to set a budget for things like takeaways, eating out, going to drinks with friends, or even things that are as simple as, buying lipstick, buying mascaras, whatever it is, make sure you have a budget for every aspect of your life so it's very clear to you exactly how much you can spend in each category. So once you've set a budget, make sure you lay everything out and it's really clear to you. And then once you see what you're actually spending money on, you can then decide, okay, it's now time for me to consider what I can cut back on. For example, if you are spending, let's say, £40 a month on new beauty things, whether it's makeup, skincare, hair, whatever, if you start looking at that and say, hey, maybe instead of spending £40 every single month, I'd rather spend £40 every 3 months, that's a massive savings over time. And laying out that budget will show you that you don't necessarily need to buy everything every single month, and you can save on a monthly basis when you buy it every quarter or every 6 months. Remember that budgeting can really show us exactly how much money we are spending, but also what we're wasting our money on. Be clear to yourself, be honest to yourself. How much money are you wasting on new shoes every month or new clothes or whatever the case is? And start cutting back and realizing that that money can be going towards a bigger goal, like the MacBook that I mentioned or the new car that you're looking for. Remember that saving over a little bit every month will lead to those larger goals, and having a budget and a clear picture of what you can spend on makes it so much easier. So my third tip for you today is to stop mindlessly spending. What do I mean by mindlessly spending? Well, we live in a society that encourages us to constantly be in a consumer mindset, meaning When you see something on social media or you scroll through your feed, you're seeing people buy new things and you're constantly encouraged to start shopping for those new things. And what I'm trying to tell you is in order to save money, you're gonna want to stop mindlessly buying things, meaning spending money without thinking about it. An example of mindless spending is buying a coffee every day. For example, you're in a routine, you're going to work, you walk to work and you pass a Starbucks and you pick up a coffee. A coffee from Starbucks can cost anywhere from £3 to £5 a day. And if you're buying it every single day that you go into work, so 5 days a week over the course of a month, you're gonna be spending so much money mindlessly on just picking up a coffee. You're not really thinking about it, it's in your routine, you're just like, oh, I spend $5 a day or £5 a day on my coffee. And that is what I'm talking about when it comes to mindlessly spending. The Starbucks coffee every single day is honestly a non-essential purchase. Like I said, it could be anywhere up to £5 a day that you would be spending on a Starbucks coffee, and that's £25 a week if you go to work 5 days a week, and then over a course of a month, that's at least £100 that you're spending on coffee. It's a non-essential purchase and you just should stop spending on it. A way to stop mindlessly spending is to start to think about how you are triggered. So what do I mean by a trigger? For me personally, when I'm scrolling through Instagram and I'm seeing people buy things and share them on their stories or share them on their feed, I'm instantly encouraged to go and start looking up that item, maybe putting it on my wish list, maybe purchasing it. All I can say is you can start to mute certain people that try to trigger you to go shopping. And I would suggest you start doing that. If someone you're following is constantly spending or constantly buying new things and it's kind of making you mindlessly spend or at least start shopping and looking into things, I would just mute their stories or mute their feed and make sure that that's not in your vision every single day because that's what leads to mindless spending. Another way that you might be mindlessly spending and you might not even know it is when your credit card details or you have Apple Pay set up on certain apps on your phone. For example, there's a number of apps that I purchased from that already have my credit card details stored, have Apple Pay already a part of the checkout process, and it makes it so easy for me to start to buy things on that app. What I'd suggest is either delete your information from that application so you actually have to go and find your credit card and enter it in when you want to purchase, or just delete the app overall and it'll probably save you from scrolling and adding things to your basket and then start buying things that you don't need that you end up mindlessly spending on. So just stop spending on those things. So my fourth tip is to apply a 30-day rule. Now, what do I mean by a 30-day rule? This is something that I put into practice every single time I online shop. And now more than ever, the world is online shopping and it's so easy to just check out and have things delivered straight to your door in a matter of a day or maybe even 2 days, maximum a week. So I've realized that if I really want to buy something, especially when it's online, what I'll do is I'll place it in my cart. So let's say I want to buy a new camera and I'm like, okay, I really want this camera. It's the newest, latest features. So I add it to my shopping cart. But what I do is I give it a 30-day cooling period. What is a cooling period? It's exactly what it sounds like. It means you need to cool it down and realize, am I really gonna want to make this purchase? So give it 30 days of cooling, and in 30 days time, if you still really want that product, then go ahead, check out, pay for it. At that point, you really wanted it and it wasn't an impulse buy. So giving yourself 30 days to really think about which products you do want to purchase will make a massive difference to your savings because you aren't just like, okay, buy, check out, add to cart, check out. We don't want that kind of mindset. What I'd rather have you guys do is take a step back, start thinking about what you're actually putting in your cart and start deciding, do I really need this or is this just an impulse buy? Do I really just want this? Waiting 30 days is really gonna help you understand if you really need something versus if you want it. And if you still feel the need to buy something, remove your credit card details from that website. Nowadays, online shopping makes it so easy for you to save your details, which makes it so easy for you to check out. And that's okay because they're a business and they want you to spend money. But protect yourself and make sure that you are saving money by not spending if you don't need it. So wait 30 days, really decide if you need something, and then buy it if you need it at that point. My fifth tip is to cut back but not to cut out. Now, I know that a lot of times people are gonna be like, okay, I need to save, so I need to get rid of this, and this, and I need to stop spending. Okay, that's great, but over a long period of time, you're gonna end up starting to spend again. And in order to have savings, rather than cutting every single thing out of your your life and your budget, what I want you to do is to cut back. So take a minute right now and evaluate everything that you're spending money on and decide how you're gonna cut back on that and start saving from those cutbacks. So when it comes to cutting back and deciding where you wanna save money, you have to be very mindful of where your money is going and what you're spending money on. One thing that I've realized that I've been spending a lot of money on is my subscriptions. And in particular, my music streaming and my TV streaming subscriptions every month adds up. So I have a subscription to Spotify, Disney Plus, Netflix, Prime Video, everything you can name when it comes to a subscription. I do have quite a few, and that adds up to anywhere from 35 to 45 pounds per month. Now, if I were to just cut back on one of those subscriptions, I would be down to 25 or 27 pounds per month, which is a savings of 10 pounds every single month. So really take the time to consider, do I really need Disney Plus, Netflix, and Prime Video? That's a lot of TV streaming, and I could probably just do with one or maybe two, but cutting back on that can be easily a saving of 10 to 20 pounds a month, and that can easily be a saving of 120 to 200 pounds a year. So the same thing applies when you are cutting back when it comes to takeouts and eating out. Just remember, if you're eating out or doing a takeout 3 times a week, do you really need to eat out 3 times a week? That's a lot of spend that you could be cutting back on. So what I'd suggest is to maybe cut back to once a week, or really start considering how many times do you actually need to eat out per week. Is it even per week? Can you maybe go with twice a month? All those cutbacks are gonna help you save money over time. My 6th tip is to increase your salary. So what do I mean by increasing your salary? I mean that you should maybe ask for a raise or ask your company for an evaluation of how much you are getting paid. Now, that's not the only way to increase your salary. I'm also encouraging you to look at other revenue streams. And other revenue streams could be as easy as turning your hobby into something that is monetized. Now, when you increase your salary or you increase your income, what that means is you have a higher chance of saving more every single month, as long as you keep spending the same amount you spent when you were earning at a lower salary. Now, a way to increase your salary is by adding more revenue streams, like I said. So you're gonna want to add another revenue stream, and the easiest way to do that is to monetize something that you already do. So find a hobby or something that you're doing and start monetizing it. For example, if you make jewelry, start selling it on Etsy. Or if you have a blog, start monetizing that so that you can start to earn money on that blog. Or maybe even start a YouTube channel and start monetizing it with ads or sponsored things or something like that. All I'm saying is that somebody with a full-time 40-hour job like me, I work 40 hours a week for my company, I still have the time to find ways to increase my income by multiple revenue streams. And all I can say is that that is the number one way that you're gonna increase your salary. Of course, you can ask your boss or your manager for more money, but the likelihood of that is probably once a year at best. But what I wanna do is start to encourage you to think of different ways of adding to your income every month. Now, if you're interested in a video where I share tips on how you can increase your income every single month with multiple revenue streams, leave a comment down below and let me know that you guys are interested in a financial video like that. Or if you're interested in any kind of financial video that's something along those lines, let me know what kind of financial video down below so I know to make that in the future. All I'm saying is if you add more income, you're gonna have more savings over time. And people with full-time jobs still add to their income every single month by having multiple revenue streams. So that's what I'm gonna encourage you to do, is increase your income by having multiple revenue streams. If you guys are finding value in this video so far and you're enjoying my content, please do give this video a thumbs up. It means the world to me, and it also really helps me understand what kind of content you want to see from me. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel and you're finding value in financial videos and you want to see more financial videos, make sure you smash that subscribe button and be a part of my YouTube family. So my 7th tip is to buy in bulk. Now that might sound a little bit opposite to everything that I've already told you and I've already explained to you when it comes to savings, but buying in bulk will actually save you money in the long run, even though it's more upfront cost. Buying in bulk is called the economy of scale. The definition of economy of scale is the proportionate savings in cost gained by an increased level of production. So an easy way to buy in bulk, and an example of how I buy in bulk in my life, is I live alone and I am the only person that lives in my flat, but I still buy the family size of everything. And by everything, I mean anything from toilet paper, laundry detergent, dishwasher tablets, cleaning products, you name it. I buy it in bulk. And the reason I buy it in bulk is because the unit cost ends up being less per tablet, per wash, per toilet paper roll. It all ends up being cheaper when you buy it in bulk. So when you think of places like Costco, the reason why it's so cheap is because they're able to sell it to you in wholesale prices. So when you buy in wholesale, you end up buying in bulk and you end up saving over time. The same thing goes, by the way, for food. Now I know when you go into a grocery store, especially myself, when I'm cooking for one every single day, the food is designed for families. If you think about the way meat is packaged, the way vegetables are packaged, they're in big containers, which again is cheaper when you buy more because it's a wholesale price. I would encourage you to buy the bigger, bulky items and the bigger portions of food and then putting it in the freezer, putting it away. So buy frozen vegetables, buy meat and freeze it, buy things that you can put away and then you can eat next week or the week after or the month after. All I'm saying is that when you buy in bulk like that, you are able to save on your unit cost and you're actually going to be saving money over time rather than buying fresh items every single day or every single week. And then what happens is you end up throwing away the things that have gone bad, and that's actually throwing away money. So just buy in bulk, freeze things, or buy in bulk when it comes to cleaning product or, toilet paper, and add them to your storage cabinet. Don't worry about it. Just think that when you buy that today, it's going to be for the next 6 months that you don't have to buy that anymore. And that's a savings over time. My 8th tip is to pay yourself first. Now, this is so important, and I've talked about this in my videos before, but you really need to pay yourself first. And what I mean by that is to set aside money for your savings on the first day of the month instead of at the end of the month. A lot of people normally will pay all their bills, pay their credit cards, their student loans, and then at the end of the month, they'll decide, okay, now I'll save whatever is left. But what happens with that is as the month carries on and you see a large amount of money in your account, you're like, oh, maybe I'll buy a pair of shoes or I'll buy a new computer or whatever the reasoning is. You might start to reason with yourself and tell yourself, oh, I can buy things because my account looks full. But what I would like you to do is to pay yourself first, meaning pay into your savings on the first day that you get paid. So if you get paid on the first of the month, set aside money for your savings on the first of the month. You're going to be setting aside money for your rent, for your bills, for your credit card, but also set aside money for your savings. And that's going to mean that you're going to have money over time saved away from the first of the month rather than the end of the month. So when you save money at the beginning of the month, you're gonna have more than you did at the end. An easy way to save money really is to pay yourself first. So make sure that you have a direct debit set up or you are paying yourself on the day that you get paid rather than the end of the month. My 9th tip is to lower your phone bill or your mobile cell phone bill. Now, what I mean by this is a lot of us pay our bill mindlessly. We're in a contract for a year, 2 years, 3 years, and all we're doing is paying month on month for something that we might not actually be using. Now, last year I had an evaluation and I looked at my phone bill, and let's not even talk about text messages or minutes or anything like that, because in most standard phone bills today, all of that is unlimited. But what I want to talk to you mostly is about your data usage in your phone bill. So a lot of us have a X amount of gigabytes that we get to use for data on our phone. But have you noticed that you probably aren't using the full allotment of your data? And when you don't use it every month, you're just throwing money out because it doesn't roll over. You're not able to use it the next month or the next year. You're just paying towards something that you're not using. So I quickly realized last year that I was not using the 12 gigabyte data plan that I was on. And this year, I'm also starting to realize that on my lower plan of 8 gigs, I'm not using it because you know what? I'm working from home every single day, or if I am in an office earlier this year, like I was on the Wi-Fi. So start to really evaluate how much time are you actually using data for and how much is it Wi-Fi. So if you are using a lot more Wi-Fi, you don't need a massive data plan and you don't need to be spending so much money on your phone bill. So an easy way to save money is to start to evaluate your phone bill and realize that you might be overspending and you might be throwing money out the window here. So start to look at your phone bill and reevaluate it, and I'm sure you'll save money that way. My 10th and final tip for you today is to cut back on beauty treatments and start doing DIYs. So the beauty treatments I want you to think about and try to cut back on are things like getting your nails done, a mani-pedi, your eyelashes, eyebrows, facials, all those things end up adding up to so much money spent every single month. And now I'm not saying that you have to cut them completely out. All I'm saying is maybe DIY them. Try them at home rather than spending so much money every single month on your beauty products and also on your beauty treatments. According to Birdie.com, the average woman can spend $313 a month on beauty treatments and products. That's $3,756 a year. Now, I'm not trying to demonize the beauty industry and I'm not trying to tell you not to look after yourself and do things. What I am saying is maybe try a DIY treatment at home. I have done my nails at home for years, and I actually recorded a video on a DIY gel nail treatment at home. And if you're interested in doing your nails at home, I'll link it in the cards above for you to check out right now. And all I'm saying is that by doing your nails at home rather than getting them done every single week or every 2 to 3 weeks, you're gonna end up spending, 20 to 60 pounds or maybe even 100 pounds a month on that. And that's a massive savings if you end up doing it at home rather than spending the money outside. Another way that you can maybe cut back on a beauty treatment is by doing your eyebrows at home. Now, I know it's not super easy and I know tweezing and plucking is not always ideal, but I myself taught myself how to thread my eyebrows at home, and I can just say that now I don't even ever get my eyebrows done ever. Like, I just have now mastered that and been able to do my eyebrows at home for years now. And if you're interested in a video of how to teach yourself how to thread your eyebrows yourself, I'll link it up in the cards for you right now. And a final way that you can possibly save money is by doing a blow dry or styling your hair at home by yourself. Now, I totally get it. Going out to the salon, having someone else doing your hair or drying it or whatever is so nice. It's so therapeutic. But all I'm saying is that maybe try to do some treatments at home and save the salon visit for a special occasion or a one-off. So all I'm saying is that try to save money on some of the treatments that you can and do them at home. Now, if you are interested in how to curl and style your hair at home, I have a video and I'll link it up in the cards for you to check out right now if you are interested in curling and styling your hair at home by yourself. So I believe that feeling beautiful and being beautiful is so empowering, and it's so important to feel empowered as a woman today. But don't do it at your own cost. Don't try to cut into your savings by doing certain treatments to make yourself feel beautiful. Make sure that you are feeling beautiful by doing things yourself. Trust me, it is so empowering when you try to do things on your own. So try some of these beauty treatments at home and end up saving yourself tons of moolah and money over time. Take care of yourself. Take the time to really take care of yourself. Do a facial at home, do your nails at home, but don't do it at your own expense. That's all I can say. When you see the newest eyeshadow palette come out or a new lipstick, do you really need to buy that? Probably not. You probably have a modest makeup collection that gets you through day to day, that makes you feel beautiful, and that's what counts. You don't need to have everything new and everything that's come to the market. Just start to focus on what you actually need to do when it comes to beauty treatments and beauty supplies, and then purchase other things as a special occasion or a one-off. Don't start spending money mindlessly every month on your beauty treatments because, again, it's a lot of money wasted and you could be saving that money. So guys, that brings me to the end of my 10 tips. I hope you enjoyed the video so far, but for everyone that has stuck around to this point in the video, I have an 11th bonus tip for you guys. And that tip is to stop buying bottled water. I know it's crazy to think, but a lot of people still buy bottled water. And now I'm not saying to not buy bottled water when you go out to eat or drink or traveling or stuff like that, but I'm talking about bottled water in your house. Now, a lot of people buy a 24 pack or 36 pack of bottled water, and what that ends up costing per liter is sometimes more expensive than petrol, which is crazy. People end up spending so much money on bottled water, and let's not forget how much plastic wastage that is and how important it is for us to be kind to the environment and not waste plastic. But also, you're just wasting money. You're throwing your money out of the window when you are purchasing bottled water to drink at home. Any water from the tap is totally safe in most countries, But if it's not, or if you just don't like the taste of filtered water like I don't really like it, I have bought a Brita filter and it makes a massive difference to the taste of my water and I really love it. And if you guys want a filter, I'll actually link some down in the description that you guys can check out, and my filter as well. But putting a filter on your tap or having a Brita filter or something along those lines will save you massive amounts of money when you aren't purchasing bottled water. So an easy way to stop wasting money is to stop buying bottled water. So just a reminder, guys, that saving money takes time, and it is small changes that you do every single day is going to be the result of saving a large amount of money over the course of a year, 5 years, 10 years. Just remember that these small changes that you make every day is what's going to impact your savings. Guys, don't give up. I know that saving money isn't easy, and learning these types of habits that I shared with you in today's video isn't easy, and I know that. And I know that in today's society, it's easy for us to scroll through Instagram or scroll through social media and see how people are buying other things, and it kind of makes us think, okay, maybe I should buy those things because they look so happy when they buy these things. But please, please, please don't equate buying things as happiness. Buying more things does not make you a happier person. Saving more money and then buying something that you really want, or even saving money for a house or a family or anything like that, trust me, those bigger long-term saving goals is what's gonna make you happy rather than an instant purchase that you can buy today off of social media. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you picked up a few tips on how to save money every single day. If you did make it this far into the video and you enjoyed my content, please do consider subscribing. I upload 2 times a week on Sundays and Wednesdays at 5 p.m. GMT. But I hope you guys are having a fabulous day wherever you are, and I hope to catch you guys in my next video. Bye!